Christian Walker is not wrong on this
My
one.
generation is part of the reason there was no red wave. They showed up, voted 63% for the Democrats, and ended the red wave. You want to know why? Because of culture, something the GOP sucks at. So while your favorite influencers, who weren't me because I've been gone for the past month, while all of these other political right-wing influencers lied to you about the red wave, while all of them were making fun of the Democrats, making TikToks and inviting influencers to the White House, the Democrats were going, we're going to engage young voters and we're going to get them out to vote for us. GOP, how about you learn some lessons and stop ignoring influencers and ignoring cultures, and maybe we...
I mean, what are they going to do? I don't... Look, man. I don't know if the fucking get out the vote initiatives on TikTok were that effective, okay?
Maybe win some elections sometime. You made fun of the Democrats for something that helped.
I think what is more effective is, look, I think what's more effective isn't the get out the vote initiatives, but the overall culture, like what we saw during the George Floyd protests. Like, we have joked about like the black box for BLM on Tuesday or whatever, but there is genuinely an attitude amongst most influencers and among most Zoomers that like they need to be more politically involved. They need to be more politically motivated. And I mean, look, my success on Twitch is another example of this. I think that like every normie Zoomer still has like a couple political opinions that whether they truly hold on to or not, they pose on the internet. They like promote on the internet. Kind of like Black Lives Matter and stuff like that. Like Addison Rae's a good example, right? Addison Rae probably voted for Trump or something. Isn't that the fucking meme that like she's like a Trump supporter or whatever? Don't know if she still is. Doesn't really matter, right? But ultimately, she is like even she is like, oh yeah, Black Lives Matter. These sorts of things, especially amongst like Zoomers, these sorts of like political indicators from influencers, I think is more important than like some random TikToker going to the White House. You're thinking of Sydney Sweeney? No, Addison Rae, I think was like she shook Trump's hand or something.
Them win. How dare you? Things change, times change. You have to move with the times. So when the GOP makes fun of the Democrats for utilizing influencers and social media, it's actually hilarious because Democrats just use that to stop a red wave. So how about you stop acting
Nightmares Mask, thank you for the 20 gifted subs.
cocky and like you know everything when we just should have performed a lot better than we did. Okay, and another thing, and this is going to sound like I'm bragging on myself. I'm not at all. Not at all. My friend Wake Up with Linda, myself, I know some of y'all follow her. When we step out on the streets, we're recognized, like everywhere we go. It's crazy. It's crazy that we've kind of created that on social media. Have you ever seen us speak at a Turning Point event? No. So I want you to do an exercise. Ask someone who doesn't follow politics, show them a video of me, ask if they've ever heard of me, and then show them someone who speaks at Turning Point events. Ask them if they've ever heard of them. No, don't ask the GOP.
I mean, he's not wrong. That part he is correct about. Like, can you imagine? Like, most people don't know who the fuck Kyle Cashew is, right? But a lot of, like, not a lot of people know who Christian Walker is, but more people know who Christian Walker is than Kyle Cashew. You know what I mean? Kyle Cashew is like the one Parkland kid who was like, I'm going to be the Republican version. Kyle Cashew is the one who was like, yeah, guns are sick, actually, after the school shooting that happened to him. Okay, that's the one. But, like, Republicans try to prop him up. Turning Point USA try to prop him up. And he's just kind of a fucking loser that no one gives a shit about. I know because I'm brain broken, but he's not wrong. Christian Walker's not wrong.
GOP doesn't care about culture at all because they don't utilize influencers who are recognizable and cultural. The GOP's version of utilizing influencers is propping up these completely unentertaining people who don't have a reach outside of people who follow politics online, and then propping them up, having them speak at events, act like we're taking back the culture and all of these things, and then ignoring people who are actually cultural.